Yeah, well, I liked you right away. When did he tell you? I said we should make out. No, it was after that. I just looked at you and thought, she's really, really good. Warren Beatty is 88 years old and finally breaking his silence. For decades he's been Hollywood's most elusive legend, dating thousands of women, marrying only once, keeping his biggest regrets sealed away. But now, in a rare confession, he's revealed the one woman he can't forget. It isn't his wife. It isn't Madonna or Diane Keaton. The answer is someone no one expected. She broke his heart in 1974 and changed him forever. Today, her story finally comes out tanned. Why Warren still calls losing her his greatest mistake. He was born Henry Warren Beatty on March 30, 1937, in Richmond, Virginia. His home was tight, orderly, shaped by Baptist values and constant movement. His mother was a drama teacher. Scripts, plays, and rehearsals filled the house. His father, a psychologist, moved the family between cities. From his grandparents came discipline, books, and a sense of seriousness. Warren grew up quiet, watching everything, copying comedians in private corners. Performance surrounded him before he ever stepped on a stage. In high school he was the star quarterback, class president, and strong enough academically to earn 10 football scholarships. But he turned them all down. His sister Shirley was already on Broadway, and that spotlight whispered to him louder than any stadium crowd. He left Northwestern University after a year, worked backstage at the National Theater, and finally moved to New York at 18 with a tiny apartment, little money, and big ambition. He studied with Stella Adler, washed dishes, played piano in cheap bars, worked underground as a sandhog, and grabbed every job he could. Then came his first TV role on Studio One. It was small, but Studio One launched giants. More TV shows followed Kraft Theater, Playhouse 90, and The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. These roles were training, sharpening his timing, his presence, his instincts. In 1958, he got attention for A Loss of Roses on stage. Catching director Joshua Logan's eye, MGM signed him in 1959 for $1,000 a week. Hollywood opened its doors. During the Roman spring of Mrs. Stone, he met Joan Collins and moved to Los Angeles with her. But everything changed in 1961 when he filmed Splendor in the Grass. Opposite Natalie Wood, he pushed for realism, fought for rewrites, insisted on deeper emotion. He was bold, demanding, impossible, and brilliant. The industry didn't know whether to admire him or fear him. He turned down easy hits like PT 109 to chase riskier, more complex roles. In Lilith, he stayed in character, offset. Rumors of affairs began. Lines between life and acting blurred. He clashed with directors, rewrote scenes without permission, delayed productions, and exhausted entire crews. But he was magnetic, unpredictable, electrifying. His relationship with Natalie Wood fell apart in 1962 after she discovered his flirtations with Collins. She took it hard, devastatingly hard. Later he tried to convince her to do Bonnie and Clyde, but their past filled every room they were in. He made experimental films like Mickey 1, unnerving the cast and crew with his isolation. Hollywood didn't know what to do with him until Bonnie and Clyde. He produced it, shaped it, defended it when studios wanted to bury it. They gave him 40% of the gross instead of a salary because they thought it would flop. It earned over $70 million and changed Hollywood forever. He helped break the old censorship code, ushered in a new era, and earned his first Oscar nomination. But behind the scenes, chaos followed him everywhere. He dated Michelle Philippe during promotion. She died in a crash at 28. Leaving him shaken. Faye Dunaway fought for her role while he chased her off camera. His private life became part of his legend, and his reputation, brilliant but destructive, deepened. Through the 70s he clashed with studios, directors, and co-stars. The only game in town collapsed at the box office. He walked away from The Godfather before it became one of the biggest franchises in history. He supported George McGovern's doomed 1972 presidential campaign, then threw himself into political thrillers like The Parallax View. He fired directors, took control, and blurred lines between politics and film. On Shampoo, he played a sex-obsessed hairdresser, basically himself. Real relationships with Julie Christie, Michelle Phillips, and even a teenage Carrie Fisher made the set a battleground of jealousy and drama. Heaven Can Wait became a hit, but he rewrote most of it behind co-director Buck Henry's back, nearly destroying their partnership. Then came Reds. It consumed him. He researched for years, traveled the USSR, interviewing witnesses, sold his home to fund production, demanded up to 80 takes, and pushed the cast to their breaking point. When he won Best Director, he thanked Julie Christie, the love he lost while standing beside his wife, Annette Bening. He and Diane Keaton fell apart when she discovered he was cheating with Christie again. Julie Christie was always the missing piece, the one he couldn't shake. Duck Tracy was another battlefield. Madonna was cast, seduced, and splashed across tabloids. Bugsy brought him Annette Bening. He proposed on the third day of filming. 4 kids followed. But even as he settled down, his ghosts kept returning. He turned down Forrest Gump, Superman, and other films that became classics. Instead, he made disasters like Ishtar, costing studios tens of millions. Yet he walked away financially untouched. In 2016, he tried for one last comeback with Rules Don't Apply. It failed catastrophically. A $26 million budget, only $3.6 million earned. A lawsuit followed. His confidence collapsed. Then came lawsuits from the past, including accusations of misconduct with a minor from the 1970s. Cases were dismissed on technicalities, not innocence. The damage stayed. By 2024, he rarely left his home. He skipped premieres, skipped his daughter Ella's Broadway debut, avoided cameras, avoided mirrors. Friends whispered memory problems. Others said pride. He was afraid to be seen old. A new film he made with Benning sits unreleased. He refuses to let it go. And in a quiet interview in 2025, he finally admitted what he'd carried for 50 years. Julie Christie, the woman who left him in 1974, the woman who refused marriage, refused control, refused to be owned.